There's been many noticeable changes throughout my preliminary task. For example, match on action. I feel that we left the whole shot doesn't flow well enough. In between each shot, there is a very long gap, and it doesn't look as realistic as we would have hoped for. And here, when I walk into the room, there's a jump cut to Amy, and then the door slams in the next shot. This was probably one of the most noticeable match on action errors, like continuity editing. It doesn't fit in. I also feel like the acting wasn't taken seriously enough. We could have done it a lot better. When we're having the conversation, it doesn't flow. It just looks absolutely. It just doesn't look realistic. It's not comfortable to watch. So I feel like the acting could have been a massive improvement. Unlike our final product, the acting was taken really seriously and it looks really realistic, and I'm really happy with that. The whole film looks like it's been rushed because we were rushing it because we did it in between lesson time, so we were trying to not get the busiest points, so we had to ask people to leave the corridor when we were going through. People were hiding behind the doors, so it was just a bit rushed, and also maybe that was a contributor to the acting being so terrible because we were embarrassed in front of our friends. Unlike our final product, we got to control the environment and make sure everything was comfortable for us to do our acting and filming in.
Yeah, well, don't do it again. Okay, I won't.
Looking back at the final product, the noticeable change of the editing is incredible. Finding when we filmed this part of the final product, it took us a long time because we had to film each separate part, and then when we edited it together, we had to decide which bit would have looked best going up into the attic, and it took us a long time to edit that together. Whereas for our preliminary task, we wouldn't have actually been bothered to do that, and we wouldn't have probably known how to edit all of that together. And also, when we started filming, the attic was very dark because the light at the top of the roof wasn't good enough for our filming. So we found this light at Alice's house, and we used it. And having to figure out how to shine the light in certain areas was really hard because we got the shadows wrong in a lot of the shots. So we needed to be really accurate with the lighting. So that was something that I thought that we learnt about quite a lot. Because at school, when we filmed our preliminary task, the lighting was just the same throughout, whereas it changed quite a lot. So we needed to figure out how to make it look even and the same. And a lot of the camera angles are really effective. Like in a minute, there's a camera angle which we used. It was like a tilt shot, and it was when Alice was opening the box to look in. And we thought that one was one of the best. And also we used a lot of panning angles and just lots. And then bird's eye view when coming up into the attic, that was really effective. It made the whole thing look more more immersive, and it was just made it look more professional and realistic. We got more time to prepare for this, whereas we just filmed our preliminary in a lunchtime break. So having time to prepare for it, we got to look at scripts, storyline, how to control the environment, what we're filming in. We just got more time to plan out our filming schedule, which just made a huge difference to the whole look of the whole thing. And also just having more time just to even add in a production splash made it look much better. And even a small progression such as using a tripod was quite important because it was vital for this part. Because of the wind, it would have just looked out of time and everything.